Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Frank Palmieri. Today is June 15th, 2026, and I am documenting a solo run business idea. I am going to be a freelancer and just work for myself till the day I die. And that is something I decided recently when I got let go from my job that I graduated out of college to get. And now I don't have it anymore. And, we're starting from scratch. So this is going to be fun. I have a big business idea right here. It's going to be a web design and marketing agency. We actually have a little business card already made. Here, you guys can check this out. That dash shouldn't be there. Sorry. A little scratched up. Frank Palmieri Media. Cool. This is an outdated QR code already because I've been switching things around so much. But yeah, so that's kind of what we have right now. Pretty neat. And I just kind of wanted to make a documentary series, you could say, on what I'm doing. I'm going to be updating this weekly, and we're just going to start with the rough business idea. So regardless of how this goes, you can follow along. I will tell you week by week what works and what doesn't work, what I've done, and crunch some numbers for you guys if anyone out there is also thinking about doing the same thing. So, with that being said, I'm going to try to stay in camera as much as I can here, but just work with me. Okay. So, the business idea that we have is going to be web design and marketing. There is a false notion that businesses are adopting now saying, "Oh, well, we need social media and that's about it." Social media is great for showing off your work, and sometimes you'll get a client in the DM. It's a unicorn, it's rare, but you'll get it. If you advertise well, then you could also get on TikTok shops or Facebook marketplaces or whatever type of, social media platform consumer shops that these sites have. But they're not really good for, they're good for goods, but not really like service-based industries. So that's where websites come in. If someone needs their lawn cut, lawn care, and landscaping companies, they're not going to social media, they're going online. So businesses are starting to make that one little mistake now, or the newer ones, trying to get their foot in the door when it comes to a digital footprint or a presence in general. They need a website. We need a website for service-based companies that don't have one. For myself right now, I'm withholding what I'm using, but I will totally throw out there, it's summertime in Florida, so two other good ones. Landscaping is one of them, but another one is pool builders. Pool builders would be good too. You could probably also do something like construction. I'm in St. Johns County, and that place is absolutely blowing up right now. There's construction going on everywhere. So that would also probably be a good idea too. But if you don't know how to do anything websites, good, me neither. I don't really know too much either, but I've made a few already, and I'm going to kind of tell you how I did it here. So one of my buddies is pretty proficient in the AI space, and he's made a few with Claude Code. He went to college for computer science business, so I'm going to follow that as well. So anyways, we're going to start with this. This is actually going to be what builds the website right here. And you can just put it right into your terminal. That's actually very important. So this needs to go into the terminal. I'm not too great with whiteboard writing, but if we keep this up once a week, I will be. Claude Code going into your terminal of your computer. I have a Mac Mini. It has worked brilliantly for that. You can kind of see it behind there, but I'm sure it would also work with Windows, Microsoft, laptops, whatever you have. Honestly, just search it and see if it's compatible. I'm sure it is because this is one of like the biggest AIs around. Okay, so Claude Code is going to be making the actual websites. We need a place to host it though. You can make a website, but you need a place to host it to actually put it onto the World Wide Web. So that is going to be something called Vercel. Now what you can do if you get Claude Code, you can actually make an account with Vercel. I think you have to get GitHub too. I'm sorry, I'm still not too proficient in all this. I had to get GitHub, and I'll write it down. At some point, it all comes into play here. I'll remind you guys. Vercel is going to be actually hosting the website. So when Claude Code makes it, you say, Claude, bring it over to Vercel. That's where we're going to launch it. It'll say, absolutely, I can do that for you. Next, we move down one more, and we have Supabase. I don't totally understand Supabase yet because I'm building very basic one-page websites and don't necessarily have a need for it. I'm slowly building this, but I do have Supabase set up with Claude Code. This is your back end for people who understand what that word is, back end, or I guess in another way, storage. Lastly, there is something that I want to tell you guys. You need client acquisition. You need a call to action on websites. That is how you market once you build the website for someone. You don't just want a landing page. You want an actual call to action on your website so you can actually you can be of value to the client and the company that you're doing business with. So with that to work, there's two routes you can go here. So you could use Resend or something along the line of, I'm pretty sure it's called Vercel Forms. If you use these two things, tie it in with Claude Code, and you use it in the website's CTA or call to action, it'll go to their email as long as you put their actual email into Vercel Forms or Resend. Like I said, I will clarify this again. I haven't used them yet. This is kind of like the introductory video, and we're going to be taking this week by week. Okay, with that being said, there's a little bit of the sales process that you have to master. I went to college for communications and media studies, so I am a salesman by no means, but this is exactly what I feel that one should do. This segment is going to be called Sales Call 101. Like I said, I'm a salesman by literally no means, but I feel like this should be Salesman for Dummies. I'm not calling you one, but if you have absolutely no idea what a sales call is and what you do, this is just the foundation. Okay, first off, you're going to find that business that does not have a website. Use Google Maps probably, and you can look through all of it. Second, you're going to make them a website. You're going to make the website for the business without a website. Do some basic business. I'm in Florida, so we have, my friend let me know about this. We have a website called SunBiz, which lets us see all the website or all the businesses that are actually registered in Florida and how long they've been around, the owner name, and that they've like kept their regulations and that they're up and running, I guess, and that they're green. You're good business. Great. We have SunBiz. If you're in Florida, you can use SunBiz too. If you're in another state, I'm sure you have something like that. Look at that, get your basic information of it, right? So now you're going to go call the company that you built the website for. You're going to say, hey, yes, it is. How can we help you? Hi, my name is, and I was looking through your company online, and I saw that you guys do great work and have some decent Google reviews, or good Google reviews. I did notice, though, that you don't actually have a website, and me being a little familiar with this business, I would just like to offer you guys one, and just so you know, I already have it made. I'm curious if you would be open to viewing it and would be considering to have myself be an asset to your company. Something along that line. That might sound a lot, but if you look at the timeline of this video, that was really only like 30 seconds. So you really need to lock in for 30 seconds. Just be clean, be cut, it'll be okay. With that being said, this is kind of just the outline of the things I have going on. And I'm actually going to finish recording this video right now and stop it. Hopefully it went well. And I'm going to do my sales calls. I have about 10 ready to go, but I wanted to make this first just so, you know, this could be the first video before I do any of the calls. I'll let you guys know how the calls go. I don't know how super duper transparent I want to be with anything yet, but that is kind of how we go. Now, final closing comments. I've seen a lot of people on Instagram doing this and like advertising for it, but at the same time, that's how algorithms work. When you like something, social media is going to throw you more of it. So I would highly suggest looking at the guy that I actually found this from. His name's Abu Torre. So if you look Abu, Abou, I'm pretty sure, and Torre, Torre. He's super cool, laid back, chill guy, and he's very proficient in his work here in this field. So I'm just giving him some credit because I'm kind of part of what I'm doing is coming from him. Part of it too is other people who are in the AI space and are doing other things like that, and they've told me that going in the websites is the easiest way to start. So, anyways, thank you all of them for making that happen. Thank you, Job, for laying me off, and that was fun. But yeah, it's time to start a new chapter, and like I said, I'll probably be making these once a week. This is the office space here. Kind of, not much, but humble, modest, if you would. A good background for beginners, one might say. So anyways, sky's the limit. We'll see where this goes. I will update you guys next week. Take it easy.